How are you feeling? Happy!
I became like super chick magnet overnight.
I have a being!
Has your life changed?
Oh my god!
What is it?
Whoa! 6 weeks has culminated with Bitcoin pushing to try to get above this 100-week moving average, and we finally have. Will we be moving on to target number 2 and breaking above the 21-week moving average? The price is absolutely squinched and squeezed in between these two moving averages, and there's no doubt we're going to see a huge explosion very soon. The question is, will Bitcoin get to 8K or will it face a rejection? And as we're recording this, Bitcoin is actually facing a small rejection right here, guys. If it does get a rejection, I think we could get a little bit of a drop, and we'll show you exactly where we think that is on this Bitcoin chart. And as well, the key level to break, Bitcoin is inching up upon it. It is huge crunch time, guys. There is so much going on. This level is more important than I think most people could ever even imagine. And as well, two huge key technical reasons why a Bitcoin rally could go to at least 8K this week. This could be one of the gooeyest, juiciest weeks that we've seen in Bitcoin in ages. And as well, huge news, guys, we do officially have a free Discord group where you can bring your friends and have a little bit of a chit chat about crypto knowledge and why the goo is for you, guys. Make sure to check it out in the comments. Let's do this! Wow, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another extremely exciting episode. This special Sunday update. Usually we don't do Sunday videos, guys, but the price is just squinching and squeezing perfectly, and we think if this can hold out for just, as I'm recording this, only another 12 hours, this could be explosive. We've gotten so lucky over the past few weeks getting a lot of price action during the week, guys, and that provides a lot of confidence, in my opinion, that we never have to come down necessarily and fill up some gaps. It's just better, I think, mentally to know we don't have to do it. You know, if I had a choice, I would definitely choose to get the pumps on the weekdays, and boy, oh boy, that does look like that's what's happening. Huge stuff. So guys, as well as I just mentioned, we do officially have a Discord group. Link is in the comments and description as well, guys. Absolutely free. Wanted to make a community because I've been getting message after message about either making a Telegram or a Discord, and I think this will be huge. And as well, we're going to need some moderators for this. And as well, guys, if you want to win the free ledgers, this could actually be a new place that you could contact me and give me the information if you win, instead of just Twitter, because I know some people don't use Twitter. So again, this is another option for that as well. So if you want to win this, make sure to leave a comment, smash the hits, smash the likes, smash the subscribes. It's chunga time. Well, let's get into the TA, guys. So we take a look on one of my favorite charts here on the 4-hour chart. You can see we actually traded the last few days in this very, very tight area, actually from about 7,480 to about 7,580. So like $100 range we traded in here, guys, and we finally got a little bit of a break. Now it is testing right here, so this is really important. So if this would actually get a breakout, definitely our next huge target would be right around the $8,000 to $8,100 level. So that entire range, we think we'd see this. This is what we've seen before. We'd see something like this, okay, when we get a big spike. We think it would be this, but this is really important here. If we get a rejection here, I think it's going to be a little more substantial than a potential pump would be. So what I mean by that is if we get a pump, definitely I think we're going to find some pretty big resistance right around 8K for sure, without a doubt, bar none, hands down. However, if we get a rejection here, I think actually we're going to get a much bigger swing lower. So because we've been pushing up for a little bit, and pretty much we've been pushing up on the macro trend for the past month. If we get a push up, we're definitely going to find some resistance here, I think. But guys, I don't think we're going to necessarily find support right here around the 76 and the 7,600 if we get pushed. I think if we get a rejection, say we get a pump first and then get rejected, or we just get rejected outright, I think the level of support would actually be right around the 7,000, which is this line. I think this line has been much more key for support recently, and there's some other reasons on some other charts why that is a much bigger area, so I definitely don't think this necessarily will be a big level of support. And guys, will you take a glance at this? This is so important here. So this is where we are right now within this box. This is the very tippy top of where we're trading within the inverse head and shoulders back here. It's where we found a lot of support as well back here before we get a massive pump back at the end of October 2019 up to, what was that up to? Over $10,000. We went from 7,000 to 10,000. Pretty much I think it was actually the biggest daily candle, or it was like in the top 3 biggest daily candles for Bitcoin in history, or like the top 5. It was a huge candle. You guys can see it right here. 2 pretty huge candles there. But this area is really important because on terms of the daily and macro perspective, a lot of resistance here. And as well, that's why I think if we would get rejected here, it wouldn't just be, you know, $100 or $200 pushed where we'd find support. I think we'd probably get pushed all the way down to about here at the very least, where we'd have to find support, which was basically where we found a lot of support during that inverse head and shoulders. So we found a lot of resistance here for the inverse head and shoulders. And we found a lot of support here, and those levels still, I think, play a key role. And as well, even throughout this move over the last month, this has been a key area. The 7,000 has been building up more and more. On the VPVR, you can see as well that area has been building up more and more in terms of resistance, volume. This is just a really key area here. So if we get pushed back, without a doubt, this would be a huge area right here. Absolutely massive, bigger than anything that we could have created, absolutely massive. And guys, without a doubt as well, this would actually put us on this chart, because again, all of these pretty much line up. This would put us back to about right here. This would be like the 7,100 if we got a rejection here, but this is huge. So if we got a pump, this is what it looks like on this chart. A dump, it would probably be somewhere around here on this chart. But we're right in the middle right now, so I definitely think there's going to be some price action, as we talked about in yesterday's video, about 36 to 48 hours. So probably Monday or Tuesday, without a doubt. Definitely think that's going to be the case. Hopefully it doesn't happen today. But guys, I don't know. Momentum is kind of building, so we actually could see a move today. Again, hopefully not, but we'll just have to wait and see. But here we as well, guys. The biggest thing here on the daily is the 200-day moving average, which is this yellow line, which perfectly right now is coinciding with the very outermost level of our descending channel here. So these 3 red zones are like the mega hot zones, and this is the very last one. So we break that, things get wild, and right around this, that's right around 8,000 right now as well. So if we actually approach this, guys, things could get absolutely explosive. We talked about in yesterday's video why things could be even more explosive than we could have ever imagined. But again, this is just a huge thing right here. And if we approach it, this can be extra bullish when we break this. Now remember, say we break that, guys, most likely without a doubt, we'll probably come back and test it for support unless things get even more explosive than people are expecting. And then as well, the ultimate level where things go absolutely haywire, still right around that like $9,800 level. So, you know, getting closer and closer to approaching that. But first, this is our first target to exit this descending channel here. So that's the biggest thing to watch. And guys, this is just so key right here. So on this weekly, if we manage to break above the 21 week, that out of everything that I just talked about, that is the biggest signal. Okay, that's the most bullish, and that's the thing you can get the most excited about if that would happen. It took us literally 6 weeks after falling through this 100 week moving average, this blue line right here. It took us 6 weeks to get back above it. You see, every single week, it was wicking to it at the very least. So you can see the very first week it wicked up to it. The next week, it wicked up to it. Then this one, it wicked above it. This one, it wicked above it, and the candle pretty much closed close to it. The candle closed directly in the middle of it. And now this candle that we're currently on for the weekly that will be closing very soon, as we talked about a few days ago, this weekly candle has actually played out perfectly. If you've been watching the last 4 videos, this is exactly what we said was the most likely case. And I actually showed a clip proving that a video or 2 ago, so I'm not going to show that clip again because I already did that. But this candle opened right on this line, and we're pushing right on this line, guys. So that's absolutely massive. Exactly what we're looking for. And a very good sign. We said this would be the most bullish sign moving forward for this week because, again, we knew we weren't going to go to 9,000 this week, but overall for momentum, this is the most bullish thing that could be happening. Pretty much just finding support on the 100-week moving average and moving up to the 21-week moving average, just the biggest thing, right? Now, real quick, this Cointelegraph article about the 2 key technical reasons why a Bitcoin price rally to 8,000 at the least. Now, some of this doesn't make sense, so I want to show you that. If the price of an asset in case of Bitcoin remains above the 200-day moving average, it is considered to be a bullish trend. If it's below it, it's considered bearish. So obviously we're below that, and I can show you that on this chart. This is the 200 weekly moving average, this yellow one. So right at the 8,000 level, if we break that, again, bullish, and that's basically what the article says. So right now we're bearish. If we break this, become extra bullish, right? Overall, for the entire health of the market. So overall, right now we're bullish on the micro trend. However, ever since Black Thursday, Bitcoin went below the 200-day, which we just showed you there, and we're still below it. But as of this article says, we're still in a bearish trend, and a rejection from 8,000 would confirm that. Now, we're most likely going to get a rejection at 8,000, even if we pump to it first off anyway. But it's more about if we can hold after that rejection and then continue and break it again and pretty much hold that. It says here, low time frames indicating another minor rally for Bitcoin in the short term or the imminent term, and the 200 present at 8,000 shows probability of BTC grinding upwards in the upcoming days remains high. On major spot exchanges like Coinbase, there's a cluster of large sell orders at 8,000, as there always is. Big even numbers will always have big sell orders. And basically, one of the things he shows here is like a, what is this, ascending or descending triangle? I'm not sure what, but either way, I don't think this really looks like anything. It's also on a small time frame, the 4-hour chart, and he's using wicks, so I don't agree necessarily with that technical analysis. Everything else in the article, I think, obviously makes sense and I agree with, but it says here, altcoins, okay? Altcoins with large market caps such as Ethereum and Tezos, as well as Digibyte, have seen significant gains against Bitcoin and the US dollar. So things have been huge for altcoins. And again, guys, to me, I really think when Bitcoin and altcoins are doing pretty well, and especially altcoins, overall, I think that indicates extremely good momentum for the market. And overall, that just gets my jimmies in a tickle. So guys, let me know what you think about that below. And as well, make sure to join the Discord group now, guys, in the comments, free. Cannot wait to see you guys enter there. Cannot wait to see all these pretty names line up here, guys. And as well, we're going to be adding some moderators because we're going to be getting some spam. I literally block about at least 30 different spam accounts every single day on my YouTube channel. It's absolutely insane. I have no idea how they create so many YouTube channels. So we're definitely going to be getting it over here. We're going to need mods. I'm going to have to do it for the, I'm going to have to really be high-key paying attention the first day or two because we're going to be getting a lot of action in this channel. Thanks for watching. See you later, brothers.